Okay, guys, welcome back. We're obviously, this is the second installment that we've got with Aaron, who heads up Elmas Lands. And it's obviously a part of many exciting podcasts that we're going to be hosting with Revolve Games. I'm your co-host, Philip. I head up the growth teams at Revolve Games. And we've got Suren, who's the Chief Marketing Officer, of course, who's also co-hosting. And of course, our honorable guest today. So yeah. Hi, Aaron.
Thank you for having me. Thank you for the opportunity to talk with your community, and let's share our unique approach towards, let's say, connecting the online and offline worlds in a very beautiful manner. We do a lot of gamification through that project, through that process, and that's why we are here with you. And I will try, let's say, to explain our gamification part of how we, let's say, imagine that futuristic society and how we are building that futuristic society. What's our actions towards that future?
Awesome. Sounds exciting. Okay, so
and also about Aaron's background. So he's a really talented professional, rare kind of professional who had his own crypto exchange. He's an expert in KYC, AML, so many years in crypto and blockchain space. Obviously, he ran also enterprise resource planning, ERP management, and similar process optimization businesses. So yeah, it's really where we're honored to have Aaron today. So yeah, let's kick it off. Philip, thank you so much for being.
Thank you, Suren, but I'm willing to add more to that. I was
sure.
Head of management board of Hero Engine, one of the biggest game engine on earth.
Awesome.
Behind the biggest titles like Elder Scrolls Online and Star Wars Republic. I'm in the gaming industry since 2014. So I do understand the background of, let's say, of that gaming industry. I'm not active player. I mean, I'm not active as a project. We're not actively playing in that field, but we're very close in how we understand the world sitting here on that.
Cool.
Around people.
Okay.
Yeah, I really like his visionary approach, right? I think Aaron is also very much like a virtual metaverse strategist. So yeah, it's really also very rare in our industry. So really appreciate having you today here. So I'm sure you will share very cool kind of innovative and visionary approach and add very, very rare taste to our podcast AMA session. So thank you so much for being here today. Yeah, let's kick it off.
Okay, the logic is very simple. We have a lot of experience working with serious games and also creating the Metaverse engine, but mostly the serious games, even working with DARPA, we do realize that a unique application of gamification and also simulation and all of the digital twins concepts, working with City of Toronto and other big countries, we do realize how to, let's say, actually connect, let's say, the real world with some sort of digital twin and how to merge that in very advanced models. Thinking or looking from the simplest approach like Autodesk, all of that, BIM, 6D, 7D, whatever, and also for any type of, let's say, what we call right now augmented reality, extended reality, metaverses. So I'm thinking about that for, let's say, more than 6 or 7 years. So that's why we're here with you, and I hope it will be interesting discussion for all of us.
That's fantastic, man.
Thank you.
I think let's start with let's give us some insight into Elmas Land. Okay, if you had an elevator pitch, so to speak, how would you present the project, and what's the unique selling point around the project, and how do people participate?
Elmas Land is all-in-one livelihood ecosystem for freedom seekers. First of all, it's online community and a couple very beautiful eco-villages around the world. But we're not using a concept like hiding under the rock. We're not just creating the shelter. We're creating the future society like meta nation, and we are willing to give ability to the people to not just survive through any Mad Max reality decades to come, but actually grow in a very efficient manner, creating independent technologies like let's say, life extending technologies, having very efficient, self-sustainable solutions like energy generation, food production, and etc. So we are creating that eco villages as a playground, and we already have more than 30,000 online members, and we are sharing that knowledge, like technology transfer, helping them to be prepared. But also it's enormous, very big playground for the companies working in, let's say, willing to, let's say, land up decentralized societies and decentralized technologies into the real world. And we are, let's say, the bridge and the playground, the sandbox for all of that industries. That's our elevator pitch.
Okay, cool. Okay, so very much an offline, real world example of communities getting together and being able to participate in some sort of lifestyle or creation of wealth and value.
Yes, but to be honest, most of our members still online. So the idea is we are, let's say, structure the offline world through the online world. We mostly will operate as an online community. But it's all about offline technologies. Yeah. And also what's important for our discussion today, it's augmented reality or mixed reality or extended reality processes. I mean, from simplest one, like waste collection, some, let's say, NFTs for the challenges they do in real life, like alternative reality games type of gamification, and also very advanced, process working with projects like Helium, creating the mesh networks, etc. So it's actually the bridge. We're not like offline guys or online guys. We are the bridge, that extended reality bridge for the future society. And what's most important, a lot of, let's say, ultra globalists talking about they're willing, let's say, to create some very futuristic, like oral type of society. We're not. We are actually freedom seekers, and we understand that the future will be like that. We do realize how the future will look. We understand the technologies, we understand every component of the future societies, but we need to create that type of decentralization. We need to create that type of independence to write our future by our own, not to be related to the very not cannibalistic, I don't know how to put it that way, another way, global elites, let's say, approach towards our future. That's ability, that's plan B for any wise man on earth to, let's say, as a backup plan for not just for their families to live, but also giving access to very important intellectual property like life extending technologies, and get everything in their hands. It's very important. That's what we are doing here.
Okay, cool. I mean, it sounds like you guys are building a very positive, beautiful future. I think that, what I hear are very positive ways of inclusion, right? So I typically agree. I think there's, you got the dystopian view where, the world is going to be taken over by AI and wealth is going to be aggregated into, unfortunately, a few, pockets of societies. So you're working towards a more positive outcome and something that is a lot more inclusive and where everyone basically can stand a chance of participating and having access to various resources that they previously wouldn't have had, the privilege to get.
Yes, definitely. Thank you for that you summarize everything. Yes, exactly. We do realize that the people should have access towards the most necessary advanced technologies. And we are mostly not about building the beautiful eco villages. We are the ground, like the place where you could build your futuristic future in a very independent place. That's our goal.
Okay. And you got 30,000 members currently working within the DAO.
more than that. And we have around 120 employees. So we have already very big team. We have R&D departments. We do creating our own let's say, and patenting our own sustainable materials, like also energy generation solution, life extending solution. We have a lot of laboratories working with us. So we're not just a crypto product. We actually we have everything. Also, we have very beautiful futuristic design. You may look at our website. Tomorrow we will open our, let's say, Eco Villages landing page. You could.
Oh, exciting! So we're in this exciting moment. So right now during AMA, we're basically the unique company we're kicking off your project, right? So first time publicly. I mean, it will go live tomorrow. It will be available on our YouTube channel tomorrow. So basically tomorrow is the launch date, and we are lucky to have you today. So just very, very exciting. I mean, can't wait to test it out. Thank you for being here in this special moment. Yeah.
Thank you so much. We exist on the market already one year, but let's say we will present and we will launch our let's say Eco Villages design tomorrow. So we will showcase the location of our first village in Tulum. We will show the amenities, any opportunities to join our team. I mean, to actually buy yourself a house in Tulum, be part of our community. By the way, we are selling all of that for dirt cheap. So we're not making business out of that. We're just willing to create community here. So the prices will be very low. We're just willing people to come and join us and live with us. And that's one of the most important steps for us, not to be just online community, but also offline, a strong offline presence. We already have a successful, let's say, Eco Village here. Everything is prepared, so you could come here and live after 2 or 3 months, or just right away, living in the room in the place like that, waiting for your personal villa appears. And that's
so. Aaron, I'd be careful because I think both Suren and myself are going to get tickets, and we're going to be
yes.
and come join you on that side.
You're very welcome.
Sure, yeah.
You're very welcome, and it's just a beautiful place to live. A lot of fruits, a lot of very beautiful beaches. Like you're feeling yourself in a heaven. I could share. You could actually Google Tulum.
Maybe let's do this kind of exciting thing. Anyways, it's gonna go live tomorrow. So what if you provide us some like personal shots? Let's say you go from your balcony or wherever, you just give us like very kind of exclusive shots. Anyways, we'll put it maybe after you announce, then we'll put the video live. But I think it will make people more excited as well to keep watching. Like AMA, we can even say in a social announcement, keep watching, because Aaron has something exclusive to share with you, something kind of more FOMO and like excitement, because this like seems like very, very special day for all of us, especially for Elmas Land, right? So let's kind of make it a little bit more exciting, create some momentum there. So would appreciate if you could share some cool stuff. We'll drop it definitely to the video.
It's better if you give me opportunity. Just I will stop the video. Could I share the screen right now?
Yeah, sure.
Like that. Every smart house has all of that gardening. Let's say all of that vertical gardens. Also, you're absolutely independent because you have that solar panels.
The solar panels, yeah, I was going to say, yeah.
It's our own design. That futuristic design it's our own design. Most of the jungles around you are living in jungle, but still close to the beach and all the parties here. And you have we call that edible jungle. So you have a lot of fruits like papaya, bananas, and everything like that. You have I will try to show you how it looks.
I honestly feel like when we were talking a little bit before this about COVID and all the stuff, I think it's literally the waves, and slowly they're also kind of keep climbing and climbing the numbers again. So for me personally, I feel like this type of environment near the beach and healthy kind of atmosphere, it's probably gonna be the best escape, right? Like given especially the harsh times we're living in. So God knows, maybe there is another wave. Hopefully not, but maybe there's another wave of COVID,
Yes.
right? So when the new wave hits, you're safe. You're living in haven. So I think there's like a also great opportunity for the humanity to be here at this kind of hard times and have a, why not? I mean, a little bit more relaxed and safe and healthy life versus just always in the struggle. And so that's a great choice and great idea.
Yes, it's like a heaven for digital nomads. So you, if
exactly.
We have a strong internet connection, we have everything around us, and you know, the Mexico already shows themselves the ability to protect the freedoms, protect that society from all of that overly hard COVID restrictions. They survived during all of that crisis very efficiently, and the local market is not destroyed. As I already mentioned, we have a lot of fruits around you, so we are very wisely selecting all of the fruits. So we are actually willing to create that ability for the families to have all the necessary vitamins, and we even have that eco shrimp production. We have a shrimp box here in our Elmas Land. I'm not willing to put all of that like we're just creating that eco villages. We actually do a lot of technology transfer, so we're helping people to prepare. So we have educational centers.
Basically, you're preparing people for this new livelihood, right? This new upcoming futuristic kind of. Maybe it sounds futuristic right now, but you are kind of trying to prepare them for the future, right? So they're better prepared. This is kind of your not imagination, I would say, because I think it's really working model. So you have your own model, and you are trying to adopt humanity to be more prepared, right? When the time comes for mass adoption, yeah.
It feels like we are willing people to actually to create that plan B infrastructure for them, for those who have enough resources, and it could be like get yourself a house like that in very successful region like Tulum, or you could buy yourself the same very beautiful house for dirt cheap in Acapulco, also near, even closer to the ocean, or even you could buy yourself, create some, let's say, some backpack. And we're not selling those backpacks, but we are trying to make everyone stronger around us. So yes, we're creating that nation for, let's say, for the future, for the independent future, and that's our goal. Do you see our pictures?
Yeah. Yes. Those are really amazing, man. Keep going. If you can show us more, it's really the exclusive shots.
Aaron, how far away are you from actual delivery of this? This entire infrastructure?
3 months, from 2 to 3 months. So everything will be ready by the end of that year. Most of the house will be built. We are even subsidized those first houses, so the people buying themselves a house, they're not just getting a lot of money, let's say, renting that house. We have strong Airbnb strategy.
Nice.
Yes, wonderful ROI, but we also give them enough tokens so they can actually getting the house. If everything will be fine, they getting the house for zero, or like the tokens will pay for themselves for the house. Because
so say we've got like our audience is sitting there going, "This is absolutely amazing. How do I get in?"
Yeah.
Like take me through the onboarding process. Like how would I, if I want to participate and buy a house and get token and get into the DAO and everything else, where does one start?
Oh, it's very simple. Just subscribe to our Telegram group and follow the news. Soon we will have alternative reality game for those who are not ready, let's say, to invest money, they could just go through that alternative reality game, prepare themselves, prepare their families, get the necessary tools, everything for free, and they will. It will be the first step to join our DAO, because we are willing to give ability to join our DAO to those who are, let's say, go through our, let's say, augmented reality game, that's real life, short real life training, and that's how they will join our project. And yes, they could write down anybody in our group that say we are willing to buy a house, getting all the opportunities. And
so basically, even right now, they can hop onto your Telegram, and then if some of our investors, retail investors, or community is interested, they can just literally shoot you a message.
Yes.
And then you will quickly. Okay, sounds exciting. I'm sure a lot of our members watching also might be interested. So yeah, at least this augmented reality is fine.
The designs are beautiful, man. Very well put together, very slick. It looks like a wonderful lifestyle, to be honest.
Compact and nice engineering. So I think it's unique. You did quite interesting modeling.
Yes, it's very efficient. We have we have 120 meters for the let's say for the couple, and let's say 160 meters for the families with two children. So
it's more than enough.
And how much does a house like this cost?
It depends. If you need the strong ROI, if you're willing to, let's say, rent those houses, so living here just a couple of weeks a year and rent them and be part of very successful Tulum Tulumian market, it could cost you around $250,000 US dollars, but that type of villas costs here like 350. So you will definitely get that. It's a no-brainer if you have money. If you don't have so much money and you're actually willing to live in that type of villas, you could buy yourself a beautiful villa in Acapulco, still close to the ocean with the ocean view, and it will cost you like 150, like 140, or even cheaper. It's so that's a basic approximation.
Yeah.
So it's.
Well, what I like also this community building thing, right? So basically, you are not just buying the property, but you are also buying some sort of a ticket to the high-end community, or at least futuristically thinking similar people who are going to be surrounding you, your neighborhood. So I think that by itself is also value add, right? That you are providing, not necessarily included in the price, but I think smart people like us will understand that it's also all about networking and being surrounded with the other kind of influential and similar thinking people, like-minded people, right? So I think if you put this way, it's gonna be more creative and interesting. And I'm sure your elevator pitch sounded like that as well. So I really like this kind of combined approach with the teaching, surrounding you with like-minded other cool people. So yeah, I think it should be really fairly easy to sell at least most of the initial batch of the buildings.
Yes. So yes,
really exciting.
Yes, we have very beautiful community here in Tulum. We have a wonderful crypto community also, and it's honest that the people which surrounds you in that eco village will share the very important, let's say, not just values, but also ambitions, because we have with a crypto, we have very ambitious people, very optimistic, very successful, and that type of community. It's also great for networking, great for, let's say, to feel yourself around that type of people. But you need to understand the Tulum itself. A lot of millionaires, a lot of crypto millionaires here living. So very strong a local crypto community. It's not like just our village. Yes, we are one and only like crypto eco village here in Tulum, but in general we have let's say every Wednesday some meetups, and those meetups sometimes better than any conference in Dubai, or anywhere in the world. We have very strong, let's say, very optimistic, let's say, crypto community here, and that's one of the huge reasons why we are in Tulum or Acapulco, because Acapulco also has their very.
Well, I was honestly going to ask you that question, but that's nice that you proceeded organically. So I wanted to ask why especially you chose those locations, but I think you mostly answered that question already, right? Why especially kind of Acapulco and the other region? So yeah.
We are willing to be efficient. First of all, it's ROI. We are willing to give people unique ROI. They're investing in the and it's not just crypto investment. We create all of the beautiful buildings to be successful in the local market, to be part of that millions of people coming to Mexico to spend their vacation, and that's why we choose wisely those places. But yes, the crypto community is very important. You could not, let's say, put that type of villages in strange places. Yes, maybe in 3-5 years we have a lot of people already living here. For the moment, we expect like 20 people, 20 families to live in that in Tulum, Mexico, and let's say 10 families in Acapulco. But we do realize it could be hundreds. It depends what's going on in Europe right now because of the fog of war and etc.
Yeah, for sure.
Yes. So yes, we kind of escape plan. You know, we have it's kind of very beautiful escape plan. Actually, let's say the Tulumian lifestyle. And you know, I'm living here already for 5 months, and it was.
Wow.
I was coming here from the Ukraine. I'm not Ukrainian, I'm Latvian, but I was in Ukraine during one crypto conference, and then helping my girlfriend, let's say, to escape because she don't have necessary documents to cross the border. I'm waiting for the Polish government be ready to take their electronic her electronic document, and so it was a wonderful place just to escape from the fog of war. And you know, I know what's going on right now in Latvia, Lithuania, and Estonia. I feel I have relatives in that countries, and I understand even the mindset of some people in Germany, and that's the place, let's say, to escape. I mean, mentally, first of all.
Yeah, absolutely.
To get that creative wave inside you, because it's so important, especially if we are in a gaming industry. Let's say we have a lot of guys who's helping right now with video editing, and a lot of beautiful videographers we had in Ukraine right now could not create anything. They trying to create some
crazy
beautiful, very successful picture of the future, but most of the videos, draft videos, like it's a war. And I understand it's not because they stupid, because their brain and their focus right now in that. And we are that ability to escape, but we're not like guys who's very egoistic by our nature. We do a lot. We have a lot of activism in our even augmented reality game, and that's why it's. For me, it's my own personal experience. It's easier to help others when you are sitting in that place. It's not easy to help people in Ukraine when you are sitting in Ukraine. It's easier,
of course,
to create a strategy.
Some mindset, and also kind of you are in the freedom. So what I like also that by your own example, you as the CEO, kind of you went down there to show by your own example, right? So as Philip mentioned, a lot of projects are having kind of very futuristic, visionary start putting their white paper, a lot of deliverables, but then there's something that doesn't exist, right? At least most of it is not even delivered on time. But right now you are there at this special moment, and you can easily kind of go even move with the iPad or something, just show everyone that this environment really exists, and then show the product of your imagination, right? So I think people will, by seeing it live, will be more and more excited to just come there and at least see, at least stay with you maybe a week or two, or kind of just experience that wild environment and the futuristic community that you have built out there, guys.
We do recommend to join our community. It's not like I'm willing to extend out my audience. It's mostly about that. Let's say we don't know what will come to, let's say, even Western Europe. We don't know what's going on right now with all that nuclear weapons and etc. And I personally was handling the evacuation, and most of our ideas battle tested. So we do realize we have that evacuation concierge. We provided for free. And what we have done when the family trying to escape, one of the people monitoring the routes, somebody strategy, others calling to, let's say, finding the necessary people on every step of the evacuation, and that's a huge part of Elmas Land. We're not just we cover all the way of people. Plan B, some sort of survival, going to the future freedom way. We have ability to help them manage all of that house around. That's our strategy. That's part of our.
I mean, it sounds like an incredibly unique project to me.
Yeah.
What does the general market landscape in your particular area look like? Are there other projects doing something like this, or? I mean, it does sound very unique, and I've never heard of something like this before.
Yeah, me too. It's completely unique.
I don't feel like that. I don't feel like that. We know we have very interesting concept. I could explain it from very beautiful standpoint. We're searching for decentralization. A lot of people like telling about the DeFi, decentralized some decentralized instruments. But most of that instruments hosted on, let's say, very centralized Amazon cloud or whatever. So they are not independent in that manner. So they decentralized but not independent. Yes, we have some guys like Akash, and they're creating some decentralized, let's say, clouds, etc. But some of them going even deeper, creating like mining solutions or miners or whatever, some decentralized hardware, and it's deeper. And then we're going even deeper. We are creating this decentralized land, because being very online in our, let's say, in our actions, in our projects, we still need to have that offline base, and that offline base it's a huge part of what we call decentralization. If you were willing to be decentralized, you need not just decentralized, like maybe privacy, like private cryptocurrency or any DeFi, let's say, infrastructure. You need everything in place, and that's ability to land our decentralized society.
So you basically offer this, like, even this virtual meshed up with the physical utility behind the items, right? So let's say it can be even NFT, but that NFT can get a second physical life in your own rare community, right? So that's something I think exciting. Even gamers, players, imagine they own some NFTs, but they are part of your physical world, so they can come, touch, and see that this is kind of this rare NFT that's somewhere showcased on Elmas Land. So I think there's like endless opportunities that you can envision and bring to the metaverse and the real world.
Yes, but also it's legally we have very strong legal background, and it's legally possible. We our friends let's say invented that solution. We actually could sell all of the beautiful eco villages in a form of NFT. It's possible here.
Nice.
It's not like we're creating just the JPEGs, whatever, like PNG.
Yeah.
We're not in a PNG distribution market. We actually could, let's say, distribute that beautiful eco villages and
Nice.
create a very lucrative market for every component of Elmas Land, and we're already doing that. But it's not like the biggest part, the biggest component of our, let's say, extended reality strategy. We're still in the process of searching the metaverses to land in, because it feels like we need. We're still waiting for that metaverse where we could create that our Elmas Land virtual, some digital twins. That's a big part of.
I honestly think you really need that, because I want the whole world, like billions of people, to see your vision, right? So imagine with the metaverse and digital access, as you mentioned before as well. So maybe not all people would like to relocate or be there somehow, maybe financially or other means, but at least you being the first mover as the pioneers there, so you can showcase your world, right? So people with VR headsets or with kind of futuristic equipments can literally appear as themselves, even like maybe with myself, with some solutions, me being myself in metaverse with my skin and other unique characters, just walking there, right? So I think just only that experience and somehow experiencing some assets in your real metaverse, not just the metaverse like the game or something. I think it's a rare and unique experience. So I think you have this God's kind of vision to share it with the world, right? I think it would be pity if you just keep it there physically, and so others don't see and can move at least virtually. So yeah. Yes. If I was in your place, I would definitely try to find some metaverse option as well to share with the world, basically.
Thank you. We are open to any advice. We tried some, let's say, that concept of microverses like Spatial, and they tried. Unfortunately, it's a problem with the graphics. It's not easy to, let's say, to put that advanced lighting inside the Spatial, but we're still evaluating the ability to put our, let's say, because all the 3D models is ready, everything is in place.
Maybe that's also a challenge. You create something again, pioneer some cool solution that's so that in your case, lighting and all this stuff is very, very much realistic, and then people are like, wow. I mean, I need to go definitely at least visit their website to see what's happening, right, in this metaverse. So I think it will create a lot of.
We have a couple multi-billion projects creating their own metaverses together with our friends. So maybe we will jump on that.
You should. You definitely should try to kind of differentiate, because your unique project, as Philip mentioned. So
Aaron, I want to also understand a little bit more about the DAO, if we can, please. So you have a governance token that people can buy to participate within the DAO?
Yes, actually, you could even, let's say, get yourself that token through the bounty campaign. We're not selling our tokens right now. We are on a private on a private rounds. So if you're a big guy and there's a whale, you could connect and drop me a message. And it's about big stories. But regarding all of that, I'm actually willing that anyone watching that video right now connect to our Telegram group and take part in that our alternative reality game, and through that game extend their abilities to survive during the hard times, prepare themselves and their families, go through very advanced trainings, very beautiful by the way, and then just get the token. I'm not, it's like, I like the idea to give the token, not sell the token, but give the token for the moment. We need that community. And going through our, let's say, going through that alternative reality game, creating some it's sort of activism. You will do a lot of interesting stuff in the world around you. So going through that, you will understand our mission. Maybe you will share that mission, and that's how you will get a token and become part of our DAO. And I actually willing to see that type of people inside our DAO, the people who is sharing our values. And what's more important, not just sharing our values, but actually acting like that.
Yes.
So their action declare their, let's say, their values, and that's the first people who will be part of our DAO, and that's the sort of uniqueness of our DAO. Yeah. We're actually willing people to members to our DAO to be actively, let's say, sharing that values. And then yes, on some step when the market will get there flat or whatever, I don't know, we're still waiting for the right moment. We will launch our token. You can buy that token, invest in that token, and etc. And it will be part of, let's say, our ecosystem, but not just ecosystem. We have a very strong IP portfolio. We have our own launchpad for the projects that will give a lot of benefits to our community members. And the community members, who is living here, who's anyone from that online, huge online community, they could vote for the necessary, let's say, technologies they need to have, and that's how it's working. That's what's, I don't know, uniqueness, but it's like it's strong strategies, as I feel.
Okay, so the potential of future listing is there, but it's not your primary mandate right now. What you're looking for is active participation and loyalty and prescription within a DAO system, which is interesting because obviously you're going to be targeting a certain audience, right? I mean, the lifestyle seekers, what you called them was the freedom seekers. That's an interesting target set when you're talking about crypto, because crypto, you're kind of looking at two basic segments, right? You look at the degen audience, the degenerate trader, which is all about price and trade and, buy and sell and basically short-term ROI, maximize as much income as possible in a short period of time. And then you've got your more invested community bases that are looking at the project in detail and wanting it to succeed long-term. And it comes with different mindsets. So you guys are targeting an audience that is invested in a long-term success metric.
Yeah, yes, it's like funny. A lot of holders right now in Degen community right now. So the people, because of the market, becoming the long-term investors, and they are starting to think like a long-term investor. But me personally, I'm in crypto since 2016, so I'm here. I do understand all of the dynamics of the mindsets of the people, and sometimes they're starting with the degen mentality and then coming to something very advanced. But let's be honest, we are facing the biggest crisis in human history. Our reality game, all of our initiatives could help your family, your friends, and you personally to survive. We have a lot of necessary tools we could give you for free. So it's not like about investment right now. It's not about who you are as a part of the crypto community. We are just crypto guys who could talk with you, but also come to us and you will get something very important in your life. You could not get it anywhere else.
Survival.
Yes, survival, mentality, preparedness, leadership, etc. It's very unique approach. It's not just. I don't like that preppers community. They sometimes seems crazy to me. They cool guys, but sometimes it's just too much. You need a mindset. You need to be prepared. What's more important, what's the beauty of preparedness to that house? It's ability to thrive even in Mad Max reality.
So education is a big part of what you do.
Yes, what we do. That's very important, and we're actually willing people to, let's say, stay very uplifting, stay very creative even during the hard times. That's the strategy. We are not just like shelter. We're not willing for people to hide under the rock for decades, like waiting for the perfect moment. Maybe it's end of the world like we know it, and we're willing to create a very strong, very agile society, and that's part of the story. So
are you no, I mean it's a brilliant story, and unfortunately there's a lot of things on the in the world going wrong, but there's also a couple of things going right. But I mean, like, let's try to focus on the positivity also. But are you working with the local governments, and how are you mobilizing local governments and authorities around crypto?
Oh, we have, let's say, connections with the Green Party. Here, it's not like Green Party in Europe. It's like they have their own very independent approach. I basically like what they're doing. They're trying to protect the jungles. We have very strong restrictions, for example, in our community. It's not just our own, let's say, values. It's also local values. They're willing to protect 75% of the jungle. So, for example, if you're getting yourself 1,000 square meters, you could build only on 250 square meters, and you should protect 75% of that land. And it's a huge part of local strategy and our own strategy. We're working with advanced robotics, agriculture robotics, to, let's say, to manage the quality of the soil and protect our values. So yes, we are working in that manner. And actually, we just found the government who is sharing and found the regions who is sharing our values somehow. We're just standing that, let's say, it feels like we 2 decades ahead of local time, and that's all. Let's say regarding working with local governments, we are actually protecting endangered communities. We have a lot of strategy helping with all the pollinators. I mean, local Melipona bees, etc. So we're very.
So you're keeping also your CSR, right? This corporate social responsibility also very high. So you're kind of collaborating in various activities that further strengthen the natural preservation, not just for the sake of project by itself, but you do it also to give back to the community as well, right? That was kind of very welcome, full-heartedly welcomed you to that area. So you really are more of a partner rather than just a regular business, right? So you try to give back as much as possible.
Yes, it's
very, very important.
It's our real values.
We are running out of time in a bit. So what I would like us to do is just kind of wrap up, with a final few questions, if that's cool with you, and we'll let you go on and have an awesome day there in Mexico. It looks like you guys are doing something extremely beautiful, very unique. You're incorporating, real world, examples of community, and I'm personally quite excited to go play your augmented reality game and see what that's all about, and participate in the DAO, which I think is a great mechanic, which is eventually what many businesses, or how businesses are going to be run. But DAOs are not easy in itself, right? So like, the typical membership or club type model, you have a lot of decision makers and a lot of opinions. How do you work around potential clash of opinions, or maybe some, DAOs can sometimes vote in the opposite direction that the project founders want? How do you deal with that?
Let's be honest, it's just first steps of our DAO. We do realize that we need people with a mentality, as I already mentioned, who not just having the values, but actually declare that values for their actions. So we already respect their opinion, and we need to discuss the possible let's say, strategists, with the people who's actually will stand behind all of them. So we have maybe some who's people who's staking our token, who's actually supporting our token by staking it, or even declare our values through participation in our alternative reality game, etc., promoting, being some sort of ambassadors of that values. So it's easy. I like the idea of DAO. I don't want to be like a big boss. I hate that idea, especially. I'm actually willing for the right people with who could act like to choose their future together with our help, and that's the strategy. We will look and we will see what's going on. Maybe we will adjust our model. Currently, we have very beautiful voting strategy, and with first of all, with two dimensions. First of all, the values, and secondary financial and financial element, like they're voting for the project they think they might be financially successful because they personally are the consumers of that type of, let's say, technologies or whatever. So that's our approach. Let's look what's going on. It's a big playground. We're just creating another playground, but
yeah, it's a beautiful playground you're building, and I think it's a fantastic initiative. So thank you. I mean, it's
really amazing.
Yeah, it's inspiring to see projects like yours that are really trying to make the world a better place, which I think, you know, beyond the whole gaming environment or metaverses and stuff, we need to realize that we do live, you know, on a planet that is fairly or extremely unique in the solar system or the galaxy. So thank you for doing what you do. Keep it up, and I think, you know, our audiences also will be very interested to see how you guys progress. And like Suren was mentioning early on, the timing of this discussion is ideal. You're going to be revealing, you know, the first massive milestone tomorrow, which is going to be exciting. And then the delivery of the houses, the eventual, you know, physical houses in 2 to 3 months, you say. So it's going to be very interesting for us to keep a close eye on your developments and your progress. And we wish you all the best of luck. You know, not like
for that wonderful conversation. Thank you for a very wise selection of questions. Thank you for everybody watching all of that. Come to our community, try what we are doing, and let's say maybe you will have fun, let's say, promoting the quality videos.
You can count me and Philip just +2 coming there, at least for a short kind of visit, just see you there, kind of. There's you as the visionary person behind, so you can just provide some first-hand experience, right?
Thank you. But we have a very big team also. So I'm just one of the the guys from all of that community.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Aaron, thank you so much, mate. It's been a
thank
pleasure.
You so much, Aaron.
And yeah, guys, we'll obviously share all the relevant links. But I think the first step, if you're interested to find out more, join the Telegram group. We'll share the links on the in the description below. Hit the subscribe button, follow us. We're going to have many more cool podcasts like this, more Twitter spaces, and we're obviously working hard behind the scenes building. And we're just to remind everyone, we're in the closed or limited beta of our card game, Bone and Blades, and the tests are going well so far. We've got a little bit more to go through the stress testing and the bug fixing, but we're almost there. So thanks for everyone who's being patient and obviously loyal on our side also. But Elmas Land, exciting project, very unique, and it's been an awesome discussion. And thank you for joining us and being a very active and engaged.
Thank you so much. Yeah, and as I mentioned, Aaron, we are literally interested to collaborate, at least co-promote stuff, like share in our social, because this project, as Philip mentioned, is very unique and kind of exciting, visionary project. And we are also, it's not just the words, but as we are trying to redefine also DeFi and this metaverse industry. So I think projects like those who are having this rare vision behind these kind of creations are really benefiting from both of us, right? So we can be collaborating as a team together to build this new reality. So I'm sure we will find a lot of ways, and then definitely we can do some partnership announcement as well. So I'm sure our community will be very excited. So yeah, we'll work on that as well. So thank you so much, and really excited to be partners and be part of this journey.
Yes, the gamification is a wonderful vehicle, how we could transform the world around us. And it feels like it's the easiest way to drive millions of people in a very fun way towards the future we envision. And that's why that type of, let's say, collaboration, it's wonderful strategy, because the game is so strong as a mechanics to transform the world around you, that it should be the most important strategy for us to, let's say, for mass adoption and, let's say, creating our beautiful decentralized society. Thank you.
Fantastic. Thank you so much.
Cheers.